What's up, everybody? It's Dave Drakes with the Collective Experience. We're back for another Foul Plugs Moto Show, your favorite moto show where we talk about all trending topics in moto, from racing to bikes and everything in between. I'm joined, of course, by the lovely, the one and only Crasley. What's going on, Crasley? How are you?
Oh, I'm doing great. How are you, Dave?
I'm doing good. It's been a minute. We've been off of this for a little while, getting things set up, getting the studios right, making sure that we're on our P's and Q's. But we're back. I'm pumped. We got some good things to talk about. Racing has been phenomenal. Let's get right into it. What were your thoughts so far?
Wow, that is the first thought. Let's just say Levi Kitchen, Washougal, straight up just probably changed history at Thunder Valley. 6,100 elevation, never rode, and won his first moto there and got a podium over finish or overall. Like
Yeah,
I not only did I cry, not gonna lie, because I've seen that kid,
I know it's your boy.
dude. He's like Crashly, you know. It's just, but now he's a man. But like,
Yeah,
oh, it was just such an unreal feeling. And to say he's probably going to be the next upcoming Colt Nichols with possibly a outdoors win, and then with that going said,
Mhm.
maybe a Supercross win coming up. What are your thoughts?
I think so too. I think this guy is going to fulfill that solid maybe 1A, 1B sort of role within Star Racing. I think he's solid. Like the dude, corner speed's on fire, rides the bike very well, super fast, really likable. I'm counting this guy in for a SX title, MX title, stamp it. I like him.
Perfect. So, what's your thoughts on the Honda?
Uh Honda boys. He gave him a run for their money, but I like them. I mean, for right now, I think Honda is purely solidifying themselves as the leader in both classes. We're seeing it week in, week out from Ken Roxon, from Sexton, even though Sexton kind of likes to throw away at the end. We'll get to that.
To
But
be
I
continued.
yeah, to be continued, right? But no, I mean, you see it in the Lawrence brothers. I think Honda right now is really almost dethroning the Star Boys for a little bit outdoors. You know, I know it's still kind of early in the season, but you can see it in each moto. We're not really I guess duplicating what we've seen in the last couple of years, where the Yamaha guys are just pulling away and starts, turns, out of corners, all that stuff. Honda's starting to stay with them, right? Honda's they figured out the bike, they figured out their prep, and it looks really, really good. I'm stoked. 250 and 450, both classes, they got them looking really nice. One thing I want to talk about 450, I think your boys are doing good. The old guys are back on KTM's. What are your thoughts about that?
Who I think it's gonna be not even a run for the money. It's gonna be a run for the show. It's like,
Ooh, okay. We got Caroli and Dungy trying to get a win there. I like
I
that.
mean, I think it's literally like straight from 2020, that craziness, to like now this is what's up. This is 2022.
Mhm.
And with Dungy coming out of retirement, doing his thing, and
Yep.
Caroli basically gonna show him like, hey, you've been out 5 years. This is a fair
Yep.
game.
Yep.
So I mean, if if Dungy stays consistent and slowly progresses to push Crowley, I think it's going to be a nice duel, and it's going to be like the duel that we always saw with like Ken Roxon and Dungy back in the day.
Yeah. Yep.
But I think it's going to be a little bit more enduro based, more on
Ooh. Okay.
yeah, like strength and enduro, and
Yeah.
not just strategy.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be really interesting, to be honest.
Yeah. I can definitely see that. I like the Euro style of Cairo. I'm a big fan of his, so I'm excited, man. Dude, he's gotten so many hole shots so far, Cairoli, and it's only a matter of time for me. I think if he stays the whole season, he's going to get a win. So
That
stamp,
kind of
stamp it,
like,
stamp it right now. Just stamp.
dude, Jinx. Speaking of which, since we're talking about, the big guys, what's Jason Anderson?
I like Jason Anderson. This is the best Jason Anderson that we have seen in a long time. We haven't seen this Jason Anderson since he was battling with Cole Seeley back in, I forget, 2016, something like that, Supercross
Yeah.
days. This looks I mean, excellent on paper, right? He was giving Tomac a run for his money in Supercross, which we haven't seen JA do that for a number of years. But now he looks super comfortable. He's flowy. Yeah, he kind of had the mishap going back and forth this past weekend with Tomac, got dropped just a little bit. But I mean, on a week-to-week basis, look at how much more together he looks in the motorcycle. Like this guy's getting traction so many places where other guys aren't.
Consistency, I feel like.
Yeah, he's staying fairly consistent. He just looks like he's moving on the bike better. It fits him. He gels with it, and it's for us JA fans. It gives me a really, really good feeling.
Or Team Fried, either one.
Yeah, you gotta be Team Fried, right? Speaking of Fried, I want to get into your thoughts on Cooper. I think he's good, but the Lawrence brothers, what do you think?
Man, dude, I think Cooper is thinking to himself, man, I got two Lawrences, not just one. No, I got two.
Two, yeah.
So if anything, if I at least get ahead of one Lawrence, it's a good one. But I think honestly, like the Lawrence boys, the Lawrence boys are gonna get it done.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, they're going to be pushing each other. They know both how they ride inside out.
Yeah.
They're brothers, but I think Cooper is what's going to push them both to know what their weakness is and maybe what their strength is. But I think, how would you say it? The Lawrence boys are back in town.
I like them both, man. I honestly, Coop's got he's got it cut out for him this summer. It's gonna be hard for him.
I think he has a chance. He has a chance if somehow the Lawrence boys gets too excited and an injury happens.
Yeah.
That's or something real. The only thing that I would say that Cooper, there would be a slight disadvantage would be if there is an injury happening, just because they're more new in that big game. But I think Cooper's going to keep those boys in line, and the boys are back in town.
I like that. Speaking of that, I love seeing the battle going back and forth between Hunter and Jet. Obviously, Jet's a fan favorite. Our current Supercross champion for the East, I think. And Hunter, no slouch. What I see this year in the outdoors is I'm seeing Jet being he's the man. He's always been fast, always been super consistent, which is surprising for a young kid. But his brother, Hunter, is coming up. And honestly, I think Hunter's going to get a couple more wins going to outdoor for the rest of the outdoor season. And that is going to snowball his confidence into becoming a juggernaut when it comes indoor. And I think he's going to be just as good as Jet once he gets that confidence and like, I can run with my bro. I'm just as big as the title contender. I'm on the same bike. Now that he's seeing it on a more consistent basis, it's going to be an all-out dogfight next year. I cannot wait. I think Hunter is just going to springboard himself to be the man, And
I would agree with that.
Gonna smoke the competition. Gonna smoke him.
He's going to find that rhythm that no other person knew that rhythm existed. Exactly. And I would agree with you. And I don't even think his brother would be able to find it. So I would agree.
That's gotta be tough. Not many people can do that.
It'll happen.
One person that I want to talk about is your homie, Stank Dog.
Oh.
I mean, what more can I say? It's
the fact that a two-stroke ran the race at 6,000 above elevation.
A 125. We haven't seen a 125 sound that good and be ridden that good. I'm gonna say since Stu. Granted, it's two different eras. Things are a little bit different. Obviously, Stu is like in a world by himself, but like just the fact that he's got that grit to stick it to modern four strokes
and be himself completely, like 1,000%. Like he's himself for all the decades since motocross has ever started. And I really, truly, in depthly, I don't even think that's a word, but in depthly feel that he is going to change. He's already changed the history of 125, the two strokes.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. The resurgence has been phenomenal.
He's going to put something involved with the Supercross and the outdoors, something together, because he's literally showing that the 250s and 450s that I'm out here on a power stroke and it can be done.
Yeah, no, for sure.
So
He's
it's
he's even like
his own flair.
his own flair, but just to be able to qualify and give up horsepower, not it even a 1 horsepower is detrimental in the 250 class. This guy's given up a lot of horsepower. I mean, I think his bike's probably pushing out what, maybe low 40s for power, and you're going up against factory 250Fs that are pumping out
Solid, and he's
20,
like
30, 40% more. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's different. You're no stranger to two strokes, Crasley. You know how difficult it is.
Well, unfortunately, the two stroke is what gave me the name. So yeah, I give that man more credit ever. But yeah, I think he's showing that nothing is ever impossible. If you have a dream and you see it and you believe in it and you try it, it can happen. Because just the other day, what's his face, the owner of Kawasaki,
Mhm.
was testing out his motor and the sound and everything. Like it's bringing everyone back into the sport to where it first started.
Oh, for sure.
And not only is he doing that on the bike, his if we could lean into our drip check, drip check, state of ethos gear he was wearing,
Solid.
literally bringing like service, like fighting for America with the two-stroke, but the simplistic going all the way home. I love that gear. I would say for the drip check, be the stank dog at Thunder Valley.
I like that. For my drip check, I got to go with Cairoli. The neon boots, the orange fit. You got the Red Bull lid, like all of it to me, it just screams factory Euro. I love their style over there. Those guys look super clean head to toe. Adds a little bit of added flair, when it comes up against the US guys, and helps them stand out. I dig it. I love it. For sure. Stamping it. He's my guy. One thing I wanted to get in front of you, Crashly, was we've been seeing the industry go crazy for those new electric bikes, the Stark Vars. I'm an engineer. I love my electric bikes. I work for electric startup. They think they're the coolest things.
You were 24/7 about brain and how to make them. I understand.
Yeah. Always spinning the wheels. Would you ever want to ride an electric bike? Like, what are your thoughts on them?
Absolutely. Because it reminds me of, I always loved being on a bicycle, like when I was a young kid.
Yeah.
But Crashly being not, I just didn't have the basically capabilities to go real long. And as I grew up, there had those electric ones to go, and it gave me more power, but it never felt dangerous to me. It was like the sound, how it was quiet, it was smooth, and it was like I was enjoying the ride. So I'm really excited because I feel like the electric bikes are really going to help give the awareness to people that want to know what a motor feels like, or even being on a horse or something, just being on 2 wheels. And I'm really excited because electric, it's also going to be safer and then cheaper, because as of right now, we all know those gas prices are pretty high,
even with expensive ass electric bikes. Yeah, you're probably right. Once you compare race gas to just
and I'm sure Tesla would throw in some kind of deal to where, hey, you guys can charge at our place too.
Right.
So honestly, I think it's going to be a game changer to where it's going to even allow more age groups and diverse personalities to want to get on 2 wheels and enjoy the ride.
Yeah, I think it takes away a barrier of entry. Number one, a lot of people that race moto is because our parents race moto or our friends race moto. So I mean, you got to know somebody to be into it, to kind of know the ins and outs of motors and how to mix your gas and checking oil, a lot of stuff. Which is it's not common knowledge to a lot of people. It's common knowledge to us because we grew up with it, but for a lot of people who think dirt bikes are cool, that's a huge barrier of entry. Take that all away. Maintenance becomes a non-existent deal anymore. Wash the bike, put air in the tires, lube the chain, charge your battery, you're done. It's super simple. And like you said, you can get a lot of more age groups in it. We're seeing Striders and a lot of other like Stasics.
It's even more safer than those things where the people stand on and they go straight.
Yeah.
I, for the life of me, could not do that. I go in circles.
Dude, I'm right there with you. And again, an electric bikes, we're bringing in like younger kids.
Exactly.
They're not. I've seen a bunch of even older people say that, like, just the internal combustion engines, they're typical dirt bike engines. It's a lot. Whereas electric motors, they're completely programmable. It's all software. So granted, you can do the same thing with EFI, but you can do it in a much more nuanced and or broader way. You can have both ends of the spectrum. I think
And
it's
anyone
rad.
that lives in a tight neighborhood too, the
Yep.
sound.
No sound ordinance. Dude, you can have tracks downtown. It's rad.
It's literally like the next new thing, and I can't wait to see how they coordinate it into our outdoors
Yes.
and indoors.
Exactly. Speaking of next new thing, we have another race this upcoming weekend. Crashly, looking at the 450s, give me your top 3 power rankings for who you think is going to fill up the podium this weekend at the race.
I know we talked about the Lawrence brothers and Cooper, but I'm gonna go with Cooper, number 1.
Oh, you're on 250s. I said 450s.
Oh wait. Sorry. 450s.
You got the Lawrence brothers on your mind. They suck you in, man.
Yeah, I mean, how often do you see the brothers? I mean, I so badly want James Stewart to come back, so the Malcolm and James. So it's like I'm reliving curiously through Malcolm Stewart and James.
Yeah, I think if everyone was granted one wish, everyone in Moto would risk the same thing. So yeah, you're not alone.
Okay, so back to the main topic.
Yeah.
I want to say actually Eli Tomac.
Gotcha.
1.
Okay.
I think he's really striving for that.
Yep.
I want to put Jason Anderson 2.
Ooh, okay. JA. I like that.
And then number 3, I am going to put Craig.
Solid. Okay.
Christian Craig.
Solid.
So what was that? So
Craig might be an outlier. I'll disagree with you there. I like JA for the second spot. I do think Roxon has found like his happy groove. Will this last the whole season? I'm not sure, but I want to put Roxon in the first spot. I want to say JA second. Got to put El Hombre in the podium.
Okay, so we're agreeing on.
Yep. Third, I'm going to say Sexton. I think he's going to redeem himself, but I'm hoping he keeps it on 2 wheels. I love the guy. I just think that those 2 guys, they've had so much more consistent motos than he's had, and I think JA is going to figure out his starts, and I think Roxon is just going to continue to be a top 2 guy out of the gate. So stamp it, mark me down for that. I think it's going to be solid.
We're going to go boom.
Yeah.
Your result. Boom,
Exactly.
Boom.
I can't wait to talk about how the race is going to shake out with you next weekend, Ashley. We got to give a huge shout out Cycle Dump, Dan over at Cycle Dump, providing us with some killer content. Be sure to check out Cycle Dump on Instagram, and a huge thank you to our amazing sponsors: FXR Moto, Flow Vision Goggles, Overshear Advice and Planning, Intake Breathing, and Evans Power Coolant. Check out our sponsor logo or sponsor discounts below. And don't forget to like the video, share, and subscribe. We love doing this. We want to bring you more content. As always, I'm Dave Drakes with The Collective Experience. Thank you to my beautiful, wonderful co-host, the lovely Crashly.
Official Crashly, Birth Ashley. You know what's up. It's good.
Follow her. We'll link it below.
Guys.
Thank you guys, and we'll see you in the next one.
Absolutely. Cheers, y'all.